Hey guys, so doing a new series here called After Infinity, and it's much going to focus on things happening after Infinity Wars, what could happen, what new series or new big events could happen as well right after the Infinity Wars in the MCU. Alright, so specifically I want to talk about the Infinity Stones. So, assuming that the heroes defeated Thanos, which, I hope they did, I'm pretty sure that they're going to have some kind of precaution put together to make sure this doesn't happen again. And most likely that'll be the foreman of the Illuminati who makes the decision on what the precautions will be going forward into the future. And each of these six in this Illuminati have to be able to assure the safety of the stone in their respective locations too. And with choosing the location, I believe they're going to take some of the events that happened in the past and some of the rules that were held before and kind of change things as well too. Because before they were saying that two stones shouldn't be held either on the same planet or too close together, but at the same time that is proven before in the past to not even matter because Thanos still got his hands on them. Nevertheless, keeping them separate is still a good tactic, but be more selective as far as who is holding the stones as well too is very important. Now, there's been multiple members of the Illuminati in the comics. The Marvel has had the rights to everybody, so I'm probably gonna be shifting around a couple things and putting forward into certain characters who have been called or announced but are not shown yet in the MCU as members of the Illuminati who may hold a certain stone. But nevertheless, this is my list who I feel like is most likely to be part of this secret group. And even to have some honorable mentions too, as far as characters who were in the Illuminati, but probably will be in the MCU, but not in the Illuminati in the MCU. If that makes any sense. Enchantress, she more likely won't be in the Illuminati here, but there's a good chance she may appear in one of the Thor films, just being on her history with Thor and Loki in the past. Now, I've carefully thought about who can be in this group and why they would hold the Infinity Stone that they would hold individually. And I feel like these are the characters that made sense. So first and foremost, I believe it will be the latest revealed Infinity Stone, which is the Time Stone with Doctor Strange, who's the Sorcerer Supreme and holds the Time Stone within the Eye of Agamotto. Just makes sense. And now you're probably thinking, like, why would I pick him to hold it even though he lost it to Thanos going into Infinity Wars? But I believe he's still new as Sorcerer Supreme, so he may have been either caught off guard because I do believe he's going to be the first person attacked, because once you got the Time Stone, anything else is game. So next with the Mind Stone, I say that's going to Tony Stark. It may go to Vision via Tony Stark, and being that Thanos had to get the stone from Vision's head, I'm pretty sure that he is dead. But nonetheless, I could be wrong. They could use the other gems to kind of bring Vision back, but we'll see. But I would definitely give Tony the Mind Stone and not the Power Stone, because I hope they skip that whole experience of him trying to hold that, because that didn't work well. But next, I will have to say for the Soul Stone, I am one of the true believers in the theory that Heimdall holds it within his chest. And pretty much the vision that Thor had in Age of Ultron confirms all of that, because Heimdall's eyes are all white. The orange is gone. He's been killed. He's telling Thor that they're in the afterlife. And it's most likely that Heimdall gave his life trying to protect the Soul Gem, and he lost his life doing that. So after the events of Infinity, it would only make sense that the Soul Gem will go back to someone who would guard it the same, and who better than Black Panther, the King of the Dead. Now, T'Challa already has a connection with the previous Black Panthers, their trainings, their teachings, and he can communicate with any one of them, even in their afterlife. But this Soul Gem will broaden his expansion to seeing not just them, but every soul, living and dead, period, which is crazy. And I feel like it's appropriate being with him, because even though people might want to use this for other reasons or other plots, even good or bad, I feel like he's a good choice for somebody who is very careful with his decisions on what he intervenes with, or which route he takes with certain decisions. as a character, so I think that makes sense for him to have it. And next up will be the Power Stone. Now, the Power Stone has to go to a being of extraordinary power or whatever. That's what, at least what the collector said. And for that, I had to say it's got to go to Black Bolt. And like, not only is he like physically strong, but like, his voice could like shatter planets. And also alongside the humans in a undisclosed location will be the perfect scenario to hide the power gem. Now for the next Infinity Stone, it doesn't really take the form of a stone as much as it does a liquid, and this will be the Ether, and I would have to say this will go to Namor. Now as of right now, there's no official word to the Namor movie. It's just a lot of speculation and rumor. I really hope that it does happen, and hopefully the casting will go to Luke Evans, but I digress. But mainly sticking to the facts as far as the Ether taking its liquid form and being associated with darkness a lot, with Thor: The Dark World. The liquid and the darkness just sounds like the bottom of the ocean to me. So I kind of just tie those together for that. So last but not least, would have to say for the space gem, the only person that really made sense to me thus far would have to be Hank Pym. So now, before you lose it and go all crazy and all that, I just want you to know that I do realize that I picked two pairs of heroes who conflict with each other. With Hank Pym not agreeing with Tony Stark. I feel like balancing the power between different heroes with different political views, I feel like it sets up some good stories in the future. You know, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But anyway, back to my reason for picking Hank Pym and for him having the Space Stone specifically. Now for me, it made sense for Hank Pym to have the Space Stone. So for in the search for his wife, you know, not giving up trying to find her, the Space Stone is a way back from the microverse back to our reality. And by having the Space Stone, it takes away that one reason why he wouldn't go after her. And that's because you never be able to come back. But with finding a way back, it would open up, and especially searching in a realm without time. You know, you go there, it's like you're not aging. And in the microverse, you know, he would have forever to be able to look for her and find her. Alright guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up there on this video. If you guys have any members that you would switch out for somebody else, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Or even if you feel like you would send the stones to a different destination for whatever reason, let me know. And like always guys, if you like the content on the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll do it again next time. Alright, later.